And amidst the intensifying Russian attacks in Ukraine, the American President Donald Trump, in a post on Truth Social, has said that he has written a letter to the NATO nations urging them to stop buying oil from Russia in an effort to end the war in Ukraine. The President Trump said, and I quote, "I am ready to do major sanctions on Russia when all NATO nations have agreed and have started to do the same thing, and when all NATO nations stop purchasing oil from Russia." Now, Trump also called on the NATO nations to place about 50 to 100% tariffs on China to help end the war in Ukraine. Now, Trump wrote in his post that these tariffs should be withdrawn once the war ends. Trump further said that China has a strong control and grip over Russia, and NATO's tariffs could help in countering Beijing's influence on Moscow. Further, Trump called the Ukraine war to be Biden and Zelensky's war and added that he was only trying to mediate peace and to save lives. And if NATO does exactly what he did, then the Ukraine war could be brought to an end pretty quickly. Now, Trump's statement has come on a day when Moscow launched about 164 drones and also an Iskander ballistic missile in Ukraine. The Ukrainian Air Force claims that it managed to down 137 drones in the north, south and east of Ukraine. But other Russian drones escaped the Ukrainian air defenses and struck 9 locations across the country. Now, the attack has come as the top officials gathered in Kiev for the annual Yalta European Strategic Conference. Ukraine also launched a counterattack targeting one of Russia's largest oil refining complexes. And earlier, Kiev had claimed to have struck Russia's largest oil loading terminal in the Baltics. However, Moscow claims that it managed to shoot down 340 Ukrainian drones in the last 24 hours and struck control points, launch sites and storage sites for long-range drones in Ukraine. Now, Russia and Ukraine are also engaged in some pitched battles in the Pokrovsk region, a major logistics and communications hub. The reports say that at least about 69 Russian soldiers have been captured since early August, while other estimates indicate that the number could be more than 100. In Kiev, the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed the Yalta European Strategic Conference, where he insisted that Russia's war in Ukraine will only stop once the Russian war machine runs out of fuel. And he also jokingly compared the American envoy, General Keith Kellogg, to an air defense system that protects its citizens.
Комусь може здаватися, що обміни територіями чи спроба спокусити Путіна відновленням торгівлі з Америкою чи світом начебто може зупинити цю війну. Це не так. Російська машина війни зупиниться тільки тоді, коли у неї закінчиться пальне.
And I earlier spoke with Dr. Anna Matieva, who's a visiting senior research fellow at the Russian Institute on this issue. Listening to what she had to say.
Trump has placed ball in their court. Now it is not them urging Trump to act, but it's the other way around. We are now looking at the problem of collective action because both Hungary and Slovakia are buying Russian oil. They have no intention to change it. It is something which fuels their economy. So how other European NATO members are going to pressurize Hungary and Slovakia into doing that, that would be probably quite drawn up and maybe quite ugly saga.